I don't even know. We're gonna try to speak through this, because I think this is also, according to Twitch, it's a visual novel. So I'm probably gonna have to read shit again. So let's just go ahead and go, I guess. Oh, I realized that my thing wasn't there. Fuck. Anyway, back to what it was doing. Oh, that's kind of loud. Options. Just can't fucking do much of anything anyway. Very high, soft, email font size, highlight color, green paint. Let's do pink. Music. I'll turn down the sound effects too. Save settings. Start new game. September 14th, 10:15 a.m. Oh boy, I can only select the desk. Let's see, from Matthew Jeffrey to Charlie. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name's Matthew. I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Ever hear the joke about the hearse driver? I'll tell it to you when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy sure is a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. Matthew. Hello and welcome to our new funeral director. Hello everyone, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our new funeral director, Charlotte, or Charlie as she told me she likes to be referred to. Charlie is a recent graduate who came in highly recommended and is eager to begin her career at Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. Please take the time to make Charlie feel home within our family. Have a nice catered lunch this afternoon so we all get to know each other a little better as well. Sincerely, Amy Rose, founder and director, Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. Instructions. Oh boy. Hello Charlie, well you're new here, so it's probably best I explain where everything is. In your office preparation room, you'll find the cremation station, embalming station, cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and obviously since you're reading this email, your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working with these stations, but please let me know if you have any questions. Jen Love. It's already gay! I think. I guess my subject line should start being more professional now that we're business professionals. I can't wait to get your replies so I can see your fancy new email signature. I love that you were able to land this gig straight after graduating. Sounds super cool. I didn't even know mom and pop funeral homes were a thing until now. I guess it's not something I really think about that much. I should look more into this and learn more about your world industry because I said you're a very serious professional. Speaking of being professional, my museum gig is amazing. I can't believe someone paid me to move to London and not London, Ontario. Serial capital Canada. Serial killer capital of Canada to work in a museum. Like everyone who said they couldn't get a job with an art degree, I'll tell you more about maybe Skype. My story is required to see your face, to hear my excellent British accent impersonation. I've also signed you up for Funerals Month. The newsletter, consider your graduation gift / I love you / I am super proud of you gift. Love you, love you, love you, Jen L. It's already gay! Today's tasks. Hello, Charlie. I hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped your first body for you to work on. He said you're really friendly. He's glad to have you around. Someone so young and lively to work with. You'll get used to a sense of humor. Your first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. This family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we've dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a little easier, if that's possible. That being said, although you'll not be embalming Miss Garcia, I do not think it's important to take the time to clean her I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. No one's going to see her body, but I encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and the loved ones. You'll find Mrs. Garcia in the prep room. Sure thing, get right on it. Oh, I'm going to need some water for this. This is the prep room where we prepare bodies for burials and viewings. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you're just going to clean the body. Click on the sponge and drag it over the body to clean it. Sponge. Sponge. That's it, you're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of the dressing and putting her in the casket. There's a mosquito here. This mosquito's gonna need a fucking funeral. It's time to go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You're responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it's also important to pay your respects to their loved ones. Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Food. Should have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Or she would have hated these paintings. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's... yeah, I guess. Yeah, I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? It seems strange to be using chemicals that is known to cause cancer and putting it straight into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's just what they do with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain. At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Stop it. Don't make me laugh right. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are itchy. It's so cold in these funeral homes. I think I might actually miss those sweaters she used to knit for me now. Aw, she knitted sweaters. We usually don't small talk a lot of these things. At least that's what I was taught. Respects paid. Does anybody say anything different? No. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to go find the band-aids. Emails! Let's see. Jen is frustrated. Oh no. Okay, let me explain this in a little bit more in detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight lacer's liver specimen we have at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907. The liver is tapered inwards from what doctors leading the autopsy believed it's too tight lacing or a corset. This is fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular while people associated it with fainting or hysteria. It's actually been associated with physeropsis, which is when the organs fall to the lower part of the abdomen, right? Which is super unsettling, but it can also be caused by being pregnant. So TLDR, corsets probably messed up some bones, but likely didn't do this kind of internal organ damage. I'm tired of the condescension about my wardrobe that also implies I don't know what I'm doing. These are the kinds of things I specifically research, yet I'm treated like I know nothing about. I'm having a day, Charlie. Oh, and then... same thing. Range for a second, tired of hearing about strangers, colleagues, male colleagues. The case wearing corsets, wear them under my blazer and over my nice blouse. Da 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 da. Even though dress got to sex abuse. Anyways, da 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 da. We just read the thing before. That's a lot of reading. Driving around the other day, taking clients trip around town. I was thinking, strange, I know. Did I ever tell you about the first time I went to a funeral as a teenager? Start university, and a friend of mine was killed in a car accident totally out of the blue. Real tragic stuff. Messed me up, and my friends feel good. So the big day, we all got in our best suits and dresses and packed ourselves into a few cars. There were a lot of us, so we had at least 3 different full cars, like clown cars, We were in the procession going to the cemetery. Somebody in our car got a cell phone call from a friend in a different car. Turns out some asshat driver who doesn't know not to get in the way of the procession drove through the intersection and smashed straight into our friend's car. Nobody was hurt, thank God, but can you imagine getting the call? One of my friends was in the same car as me, the one who got the phone and hung up and started laughing. Just started laughing her ass off to make sure they're not really just crying or thinking fully off the deep end. She was laughing and we all started because, go figure, life's messed up sometimes, There's no moral, no point to that story, I guess. I just remember that story and just wanted to tell you because we all work with death all the time. I still get caught off guard by what it actually means. Before you get any ideas, that has nothing to do with why I became a funeral director. That decision came totally later. It's nothing unremarkable. Somebody has to do it, and I have a strong stomach, so why not? Let's see. Hi, Amy. Please pass along our deepest thanks to you and your staff for the wonderful job they did with our mother's funeral. It was really lovely. Our family so rarely gets together. It was nice seeing everyone come out for such a beautiful service. My son never gets to see his family. Also, it was incredibly kind of you to let us bring our own food in, getting to share some home-cooked meals, sharing stories, being together. It meant a lot. So what I'm saying is it was nice for everyone to be there like that, together in that way. Passing the message along. Here are the instructions for the next body. You did a remarkable job on the first one. The family was very happy. No small feat, of course. Placing a grieving family isn't exactly the most comfortable of jobs. Mr. Duval, an elderly man, died of old age. Nothing fancy, standard funeral with embalming. You can reach out to his daughter, Lizzie Duval, if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. P.S. Dear Charlie, please remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. I know I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. I promise I won't mother you too much. Well, just a little. Ask Matthew, he knows. We're already in the formaldehyde gear. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. Clean, clean, clean. Click and drag the razor to shape it. In order to break rigor mortis, you have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. To keep the eyes shut, you need to glue them. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball in the mouth to give it shape. To keep the mouth from opening, you need to suture it shut. Click and drag the lotion over the body to moisturize it. This prevents the skin from drying it. Embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Click and drag the scalpel over the neck to make an incision. Going to need a tube for draining the blood. Click on the tube and drag it to the neck incision. Use the cannula to drag it to the carotid artery. This is how the preserving chemicals will get to the bloodstream. Now you'll need to connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Cut some additional tubing and drag it to the cannula. Click on the embalming machine to turn it on. In order to evenly distribute the chemicals, you have to massage the body. Great, now let's sew up that incision. Click and drag the needle and thread to get the incision over with. Almost done. You need to drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar and click and hold the abdomen until the liquid has drained. You're all done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duval's makeup, as well as dressing and putting in his casket. Time to attend the funeral. Came out of nowhere. I mean, always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, then the next, poof, that person's gone. Just like, gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long. Like, staring at the sun, start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. It's so weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. Or while wearing white. Or not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white, but like definitely not red no matter what. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park and play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. Respect. What do we got today? LGBTQ funerals. this mosquito is going to get slapped. I'm not reading the newsletters, but hey Matthew, this seems embarrassing, but I seem to miscalculate some of our income and don't have enough to pay you this week. Would it be terribly inconvenient if I cut you a check for next week instead? If you need the money urgently, please let me know. I feel terrible about this whole thing and cut you a check for my personal account if need be. I don't like the look of this, not one bit. I know you've only been with us for a few months, but maybe you're aware of the trouble Amy's been having. A small mom and pop shop can't compete with us bigger guys. Anyway, don't tell Amy I said this to you. I'm starving. I'm also going to grab some fast food before taking the car wash. 2 birds, 1 stone. Swinging back home. Do you want anything? Beef and cheddar? Going to Arby's. Going to take the hearse through the drive-through, of course. It freaks people out. I love it. They get so awkward. Oh, there's a different tab. I didn't notice it earlier. Quick. Charlie, I was doing some reading. I know I hate when I try to give you dating advice, but hear me out. The dating site is specifically for people working in the death industry. Okay, maybe I'm a little worried for you. You haven't mentioned anybody new since the breakup of 2014 that we will never speak again after this moment, but you're always saying how you're tired of getting people scared. Just ask you out about your day, so maybe meeting someone in the industry isn't the worst idea. Just That's a lot of words. It's hard for me to make sure you're seeing sunlight when I'm all the way across the ocean. I know you look like a babe with pale skin and witchy goth aesthetic. It's just super hot right now, but vitamin D is still a good thing. Mom rants over. I'm going to try it out because it turns out people get super scared when they tell you you work in a museum filled with dead bodies. Let's see. Miss you. Let's grab a bottle of wine on our next Skype date. P.S. If you sign up for Dead Meats, that isn't that the best name for the death industry dating website. Tinder rules apply. You have to like me if you come across my profile or whatever. I'm just not sure how it works yet. And they're happy again. Today's funeral's woman who died of breast cancer. Nothing fancy, standard cremation. Before we cremate Mrs. Hall, we need to prepare her body. Mrs. Hall's family brought clothes and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process as not to damage them. Let's start by removing the necklace. Click and drag the necklace and place it into the purple tray. We'll place the necklace in the urn with Mrs. Hall's remains later. We'll need to be able to identify Mrs. Hall's remains after she's been cremated. Click and drag around the identification tag to place it in the coffin. All set to be cremated. That's hot. This is the cremulator. Contrary to popular belief, cremation doesn't turn bodies into ash so much as bone fragments. Using the cremulator will break these bone fragments down into ash-like remains. Start by placing the urn in the cremulator. Click and drag the bone fragments and drop them into the top. my god, this has physics. Wee. Now that the bones have been processed, click and drag the urn back onto the counter. Make sure to put Mrs. Hall's necklace back into the urn. Click on the necklace and drag it to the urn. Don't forget the tag and drag it into the urn. And drag the lid on top of the urn. Amy will take the urn to the funeral parlor, presented alongside some flowers. This is nice in a weird way. She'd like it that we're all here talking. She always tried to get the family together. The food is delicious. I know it's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. Crab cakes. Glad she was cremated, not in an open casket or something. Seeing her like that, I don't know if I could have. Well, at least we got to say goodbye. She would have liked that. She would have hated this music. She never wanted her funeral to be so sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up. Not once. February 4th. No. Not Valentine's Day. Let's see. Charlie, I've been playing this new game when things are slower. It's called Tales from the Crypt Sweeper. It's like Minesweeper, but way harder. Seriously, it's really difficult. I thought my Minesweeper game was on point until after working overnight front desk job at a hotel for 3 years. I must have gotten rusty. Anyways, instead of mines, you want to avoid graves so you don't destroy the adorable ghosts. The main character also looks kind of like you. Want to start a healthy competition? High score gets to pick the restaurant we go to, but the next one of us is in town. Let's see. Garcia, so the guy from like 3 months ago? I know this email might seem a bit odd, but you said if we are having troubles, you should reach out, and I know you know somebody to talk to about all of this. I just don't know what to do. My grandmother lived a good full life. I was very happy, was very happy, and she's not in pain now, but I still feel empty. Amy, I never felt this empty before. What am I supposed to do now? I thought I was stronger than this. Can you refer me to someone to talk to? I don't want to freak out my own mom right now. She's dealing with enough, with work and the will, trying to just be the best mom she can. I need somebody to tell me that it'll be okay. Let's see. I thought I would forward this to you. In situations like this, we typically connect people with Ryan with a grief counselor or other professionals that can really help them. Sometimes we get emails like this, and when people don't know where else to turn, it's difficult, and the family isn't always the most reliable for some people. Usually, I would be happy to connect with him, but I'm feeling a little tired today, not my usual self. It would be good for you to start building these kinds of relationships on your end. Their thank you letter. This is a twist in the story, I suppose. It is with a heavy heart that I write to let you know that the Rosen Daughters will no longer be in business. I had no idea how to start this email, and resources that I Googled told me this is the best and easiest way to break the ice. Be direct but remorseful, Google said. The truth is, I really don't know what to say. Since my father passed away, I've done the best to make Rosen Daughters warm and friendly to anyone who chose our services. It was in memoriam to him, the original Rose, in a lot of ways. All you've become like family, including you, Charlie, a most recent addition. But it's been getting harder to make ends meet. Rent is going up in the neighborhood, and I'm finding less and less I have the energy for this business. There's a lot of competition from other funeral homes. Larger corporations than we are can take on more business and offer more impressive services. You know the way it goes. So we've been bought, or I sold, or or I sold. Either way, soon Hillside Heritage Enterprises Incorporated, a company that owns many funeral homes in the city and across the country, will replace Rose and Daughters starting from the beginning of next month. Same building, same name. They keep the name Rose and Daughters Funeral Home for tax purposes. Honestly, I'm trying hard not to see it. This is the move in their part to keep up the image, but I know it's a family-run business. Reading is hard. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if there's anything I can do at this point either. I signed the papers. At least my father's legacy is intact somewhat. They have a good reputation. They've agreed to keep you all on. That was one of my stipulations. I would sell as long as you weren't all without a job. Sorry I didn't tell you in a more personal way. I would have loved to have a company lunch, but admittedly, I don't have the heart to tell you that in person. This was easier for me. Please understand. Tales from the Crypt. Let's see. Okay, fine. I guess I just... I'd imagine these are 1, 2... Yeah, that looks like 1. And that's 3, or is that 4? No, that's 4. Wow. Is this 3? What is that one? No, that's 3. I don't understand the symbols. I could just do it post-mortem. Christ, I can't tell with these symbols. Nope, I didn't accept the new job. Shit. Let's see. Hi, Amy. You asked if there were any special instructions that we wanted to pass along. Just please cremate my father. He has a pacemaker too. The doctor told me that it would need to be removed. Mr. Reyes recently came directly from the hospital, so we don't have to worry about removing any valuables from him, as the family did not provide any for us to include. However, he has a pacemaker that we'll need to remove before cremation. Because pacemakers are batteries, they will explode inside the hot heat of the cremation machine. We definitely do not want that. You can see the pacemaker. Click on the forceps to click and drag the pacemaker out of the heart. Put the forceps away, then run tag into the coffin. Eat. Did you ever end up clearing the air with your father? No, we talked a few times, but No, not really. You sound like a difficult man. He was stubborn. That's just it. Stubborn. What do you want to do after this? It's pretty nice out. Let's change and go find a patio somewhere. Sounds good. I could really use a beer right now. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time we tailgated? I wonder if he ever liked me. He was nice to me, but I don't know. He never seemed like he really cared if I was there. I told him to quit smoking, but of course he never listened to me, so that figures. Two weeks later. Funerals monthly. Mushrooms. You hate mushrooms so much, I found the perfect thing for you. I've been thinking about death. I know, shocker. Look what you've done to me. I want this mushroom suit. No, it's not called that, but I can't remember the name of it. I'm writing you on my phone, so I don't feel like Googling it right now. Anyway, the idea is that it's a biodegradable suit that the deceased wears, and it's made of what people call biomix, i.e. mushrooms and other microorganisms that help decompose bodies, neutralize toxins in the body, and provide nutrients to the soil and plants. I think this one company even offers casket liners for use in green caskets. I think this is what I want. I'll be just like Hannibal. Wait, don't tell people I said that, okay? But seriously, it's pretty cool. I love all the death innovation happening right now. We might as well do something when we're in the ground, you know? Love you. Think about it when you're... think about it and let me know your thoughts. I want all of your thoughts. If not this, then maybe just have my ashes made into jewelry. But seriously, I'm probably going to do this. There's no harm in planning ahead, am I right? Another thank you notes. Oh boy, what is this? Good day, Mrs. Rose. Disregard our son's will as it concerns matters of his burial. He was clearly not thinking and did not know what he wanted. Proceed with an open casket funeral. Oh boy, that's why we have two. Charlie, I was hoping you wouldn't have to confront the situation yet. Anyways, they're never easy. Rose and daughters have been asked to prepare a body of a young man who took his own life. He had a will prepared and asked for cremation, but the family has demanded a traditional burial instead. Unfortunately, he didn't make anyone in his power of attorney or did have any witnesses sign his living will or advance directive regarding these wishes, so his family is legally in the right to do what they want with his body. It's unfortunate that we had to do with his family wishes. Matthew has graciously offered to take this on if you are uncomfortable with the subject. Instead, we have a second body you can prepare for a funeral hosting later in the afternoon. Charlie, this is suicide, something you're comfortable dealing with. Fine, we'll do it. We'll be a big girl. Massage the body. Eye caps, each eye shut. Cotton balls in the mouth, stitch. Moisturize the body. Make the incision mark. Tube. Thing. Tube. Button. It was weird how those two were like right next to each other. Stitch, 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 stitch. Oh, I could put 1 pixel of blood left on the screen. Sobs. I wish we were closer. Wow, I still can't believe this is real. My baby brother. Maybe we should have played some more games when he asked. I know, right? So far, it has like 2 LGBT things in it, but it had something, I suppose. Still can't believe he did it. I feel like I should have known, you know, been able to do something to stop it. There's no way to know you can't blame yourself. He wouldn't have wanted that. It just hurts. I heard it wasn't going to be an open casket. I'm surprised it's public. Most funerals for these circumstances are more private. The deepest of respect bows for you. You get 2. Different funeral traditions. It's long. You're invited to attend a death cafe. Come increase awareness of death with a view to help people make the most out of their finite lives. Join us at tea and cake and talk to others. Really can't write much right now. I have a lot of work I have to do with some hernia from the 1750s. It's the oldest in our collection. Ugh. What is my life? What is that sentence I just typed? Anyway, this event I'm looking forward to taking place near you. I figured you'd be into it. Might help with the feeling of restlessness you were talking about before. Could be a lot of people to talk to about stuff. Also, Hillside Heritage. Good. Corporate takeover. What the hell? Can I just say first off, this is bull crap. I know these corporations run it's really surprising the modern emails now. No, okay, I really don't believe that. I'm just upset. I get that Amy didn't have much of a choice. You can only fight a huge corporation by taking your business for so long. This isn't 6 feet under. They just swooped in and now we had to deal with their BS practices. They're colder than a corpse we picked up from the morgue this morning. Who charges this much for funerals? It feels dirty and exploitative. Let's grab a drink after work. Need to blow off some steam, and emails aren't the most appropriate way to do this. Chad Grant. What a Chad. We are pleased to bring on Rose and Daughters. This is Hillside Heritage Enterprises, Inc. This will be another institution amongst hundreds of other properties owned across the country, but of course, as part of the adjustment process to the Hillside Heritage Enterprise Incorporated culture, there will be a number of changes that will be coming to Rose and Daughters. We will send out a memo regarding the specifics and details of these changes. We expect them to be followed impeccably. Bikes accident, more than expecting. Below are the details for next client. Ensure you follow the requested specifications exactly. Once you're done, I will review your work in order to properly evaluate you at the end of the month. It is the end of the month. Oh wait, it's March 3rd. It was the end of the month. I mean, she didn't really list anything. Banana bone. Should we do a vigil at the spot? Careless drivers, I swear to God. Yeah, fuck drivers. She was always so careful. Wore her helmet signal to use the bike lanes. Asshole drivers, they need to pay attention. Have you heard what's happening to the driver? No, I haven't wanted to ask Leia. This has been hard enough on them without asking the legal ramifications of all this. Yeah, after this, we'll see what we can do to help them. Shouldn't deal with the death of their partner all by themselves. I'm glad I'm here, but wow, I need a glass of wine to binge watch something right now. I have to go through all of her key things. How am I supposed to decide what to keep? If you need help, I can help. No, thanks. I mean, but no, I don't know. It's so intimate. It feels like I should do it myself. She would kill me if she saw other things, or if others saw the things we have. Yeah, she was kind of a closed book. Except you. Yeah, she was special. It's a gay funeral. Oh no. I'm glad it was a cremation. I would have lost it seeing her body. She gets 2 for being fucking, I don't know. She just gets 2. Dr. Zeus? Saw a video of a gorilla walking on its hind legs like a human being, Charlie. A human being. We as a species have seen the beginning of our ends. Green burial policy. Nothing in here about green burials. I review your request on behalf of potential family inquiring if Hillside Heritage Princess Inc. can and will perform green burials. I should have informed you of this at the beginning, but we do not perform green burials as they are not cost effective. All employees and subsidiaries must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers, though. We do try our hardest to convince the families requesting green burials to instead choose the traditional burial package, complete with embalming, caskets, vaults, etc. Fuck you, Chad. As stated in the previous email, here are the new rules and code of conduct I expect you to follow from now on on any premises belonging to Hillside Heritage. First and foremost, there is required uniform and strict dress code from now on. Second, most importantly to this, there are no tattoos to be visible. If you have visible tattoos, ensure they are properly covered and hidden. When speaking to customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell, i.e. always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase a higher quality package. We find that encouraging loved ones to think of the comfort and style of the deceased is an experience with no price limit on it. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food package. Our partner catering concepts provides high quality food that will be delivered weekly from their factory and can be easily defrosted in the morning of the funeral. I expect all the above changes to be instituted effective immediately to ensure a smooth transition to the highest quality services that we are known for. I need to drink a beer after work. P.S. I also really want mozzarella sticks. I can be both hungry and angry. And no, I will not say hangry ever. Received contract to the city, dispose of any unclaimed bodies. This is an important revenue stream for us. I'm sure I don't need to explain it to you, Charlotte. Charlie, thank you. Although We are being paid a decent wage from the city, and these services cremation is preferred here as the most cost-efficient of the two options. The first unclaimed body we'll be handling is a middle-aged young man, possibly homeless, whose body is yet to be claimed. No special preparations are needed for this cadaverous site for cremation. Can I just tell this dude to fuck off? He doesn't seem to have any valuables on him that would be damaged during cremation, so let's just worry about putting his identification tag in the coffin with him. Can I put Chad into the cremator? Nobody came. I will bow 3 times for you, good sir. Dating a special effects makeup artist, and she's like the coolest person I've ever met in my life. She totally loves Ayla's possession and was equally freaked out by the possession scenes, and so utterly delighted at the idea to support people who've been possessed. That was your best recommendation in a while, Charlie. You were slipping there. I was getting word you lost your taste, but yeah, her name is Lily, and she's super death positive and isn't freaked out by my work and isn't too into it like the last dude I saw. Jason? Michael? God, I can't remember. I just really like spending time around here, talk whenever I want. It's never a conversation stopper. She also gets what I mean in like working with death. It's Amori. That's a lot of text. It's still gay though. Matthew's done. Charlie, it's official. I put in my 2 weeks notice. You know how unhappy I am working for mega corporations 101. My skills, especially my driving ones, are useful in other professions. I'm not worried about myself. But you, I am actually worried about you. You're too good for this corporate scum. You actually care about the people you work with and for. Don't let them defeat you. P.S. I'll bring beers over next week. We can talk a bit. We can be a bit more talk a bit more freely. So, all we are thrilled to announce that we just signed a contract with the Morning Valley Hospital, allowing all of us to access the cadavers that come through the pediatric and maternity wards. We are excited for this opportunity to work with the Morning Valley Hospital, which takes over 100,000 patients and receives $15 million in funding donations annually. That'd be a boon. Yeah, Chad, shut the fuck up. Register your business. 11 permits. You're interested in starting a funeral services business, you may need the following permits and licenses. Page 1 of 4. Yeah. Business checklist. There is nothing on the checklist! Oh, this is a email chain and a half. Dear Mr. Gray, regarding the last time we spoke, my daughter and I would still prefer to host a home funeral ourselves, keep my wife until she's ready to be buried. I want to make sure she's taken care of. Her heart attack was just so sudden, I don't know what to do. We want to make sure he gets a proper send-off. I understand your desire to keep your wife at home, but I assure you the best way to honor your wife is through a traditional funeral service package. Instead, I promise your wife's funeral with us will be a beautiful, intimate gathering where all of her beloved friends and family can come together and say their goodbyes. The standard embalming will allow everyone to view your wife, ensuring everyone can see her one final time as she was, beautiful, peaceful, and courageous. Letting us take care of the food with our prepared food service will ensure you don't have a single thing to worry about on this day. You and your daughters are going through a hard time right now. Let us here at Rose and Daughters make this difficult time a little easier for you. Okay, we'll take the traditional package. Thank you for considering us in this hard time. I see you were not able to convince this family to take a standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order not to lose the sale. Please read the enclosed emails for a lesson on how to properly upsell potential customers. I don't want to see that we've lost any customers because we refuse to upsell. This is part of your job. Sure thing, I'll get right on it after you suck my dick. Moisturize that towel. Am I gonna have to dress the bodies with makeup after Matthew leaves? It's gonna suck. Oh, Mike. Okay, so I guess somebody else already is taking care of that. Starving. Why do these things always make me so hungry? You're always hungry. Oh yeah. It's so cold in here. I think they have the air conditioning on too high. Yeah, let's go for a walk later. It's really nice out. It would be good to stretch my legs. I think we did the right thing. I feel bad for not doing what Mom asked for. I know, but this Chad guy said it seems right. We don't want to dishonor her memory by letting her rot. Yeah, I just want to let Mom know I loved her. I wish I hadn't yelled at her before. It's okay, she knew you loved her. Fights happen, please don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Me too. It feels impersonal. She would have hated this. Yeah, but I don't know. They must have their reasons. Oh hey, do you think that what do you think of that trailer I sent you? Oh yeah, I heard the show was so good. So that video of a kid actor doing karaoke. You get to. I'm sorry we had to put you through this. It's 30th, Jesus Christ. Oh, we started our own business, did we? Charlie dear, I'm so proud of you. I knew there was something special in you when I hired you for Rose and Daughters. If there's anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm always here to help. Best wishes, Amy Rose. I sorely missed you and Matthew's terrible sense of humor. You never believe what new job I'm working on now. Open this email to find out. When I first became a hearse driver, I was told the most important job wasn't steering, it was sympathizing. I respectfully disagree, and thankfully I was concentrating on my driving skills. And since I'm now working as a, wait for it, bus driver, a school bus driver, Charlie. Can you believe that? Pretty sure if I said the most important part of my job now wasn't steering, I'd be fired immediately. I didn't know what else to tell you. For some reason, I was worried you think less of me. I don't know why. You've never been the judgmental kind. And besides, corpses are way easier to deal with than children. Screaming children, I might add. I actually love it. These kids can be pretty cute, but don't tell Amy I told you that. She was always harping on me for not having any kids and being all cynical about them. Congrats on your new business, Charlie. I'm proud of you. I'll swing by your new place one day and show you my new wheels. Maybe you can grab a bite to eat. Charlie, I'm so happy for you. I know it's been a rough year for you, seriously. I think our wine intake saw a bazillion% increase, but you stuck through it and knocked it all like a champ. You deserve this. Finally being your own boss is a great move for you. No more having to explain anything you don't want to do. I'm trying not to be too cheesy right now. I can't wait to be home next week for our visit and check out your new space. Have you heard about these green burial pods? Let's see, magnolia trees surround the funeral home, specializes at-home funerals and green burials in a natural park. Oh, natural burial park. Our natural burial park allows the body to return to the earth, recycle it naturally. As intended as environment is a sustainable alternative to existing funeral practices. Our park has room for bodies of all sizes and ages, as well as pets. Families also have the option to bury their loved ones themselves if they so choose. I will see you soon. Oh, do we just go out now? We have no body to work with? It hurts. I thought it'd be easier, but it's not. It hurts so much. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the funeral she always wanted. Anyway, I think we're ready to get started now. Short game. B. Was B a B? Ew, Ontario. That was short. We have one more achievement, so I want to try to get that Crypt Sweeper Keeper. Let's see, guides. See what? I guess we'll just start again. Can we continue? Well, I guess it doesn't matter now because we started a new game. Come on, Charlie, walk a little faster. Yeah, rigor mortis, blah blah blah, blah. I just want to see it be Valentine's Day again. Hey, there we go. This is what I want. Let's see, Tales from the Crypt. So somebody said you can just do this. whole thing up. And then just click a random spot. Wow, what a cheese. What a fucking cheese and a half. Assuming this means none, that has to mean 1, that probably means 2. Okay, then what? How? This doesn't even make any sense then. Because if this is supposed to be... Okay, so this is supposed to be 1, alright? Alright, yeah, that was supposed to be 1. I was right, that was supposed to be 2. You know, you can just die in the first one. That one's obviously 1, that one's obviously 1. So these are all 1s. Imagine this is a 2 and that's a 3. This be a 1, that's a 1. It's already counting there. This one has to count there then. Let's see, 2 has to be there, and that one's not 1, right? Yeah. That one has to be 1. That can be that one. This one has to be 1. That one has to be 1, right? Yeah. That one has to be 1, so this one can't be 1. That can't be 1 either. I feel really bad for cheesing it, but we'll try to do it legit right here. That has to be 1, so this one is... Actually, no, that one doesn't have to be 1 because that's 2, so yeah, there we go. There's 2 here, so that one has to be 1. That one's fine. This one has 2 already. There's 2 here, and imagine there's 1 there. It satisfies all 3 of those. Either one of those could be 1. Yeah, that's 3. There's 3 here, so there and bop. Okay, that is done. There's two of them that need to be here. This one satisfies that one. This one satisfies that one. That satisfies that. So these should all be free. Okay. This one probably 1. That's safe. That one's safe. That's safe. That's safe. So now that one's probably 1. This one's probably 1. Okay. Alright, neat. That one's 1. There's another 2? That one's safe. Can't be one there. There has to be one, like, here. It's probably those 2 right there. There's probably one here and one there. It's 3. There? 4, I'd imagine. It's 3. I'd like to say that one there. But that would be there, 2 there. Okay, so yeah, there's that one. Okay, whew, okay. Probably like that, and then a third's probably there. Ah, damn it. Oh well. I'm fine with cheesing that. Short stream today, I suppose. Who is online to host?